So why don't you share some of your favorite things about Luke as a mother?
Okay. Um, Luke is just this amazing kid. From the very beginning, he just was so interested in everything, so curious, so smart, so vocal. He had um, a great vocabulary. He spoke really well. The first thing that he was interested in was dinosaurs. He just became obsessed with learning about them, fossils, that sort of thing. And then as he got older, that morphed into the Jurassic Park movies and the books. He read the Jurassic Park book when he was in 6th grade, The Lost World in 7th grade, and saw all the movies. And his favorite character was Dr. Ian Malcolm. So then he started becoming obsessed with Jeff Goldblum and went down that path of interest and would follow like his music stuff and different movies and roles that he played. And so that was pretty cool. It was very random. He was really into history, especially World War I and World War II, and especially the weaponry. Like he loved tanks, the aircraft, the guns, all that stuff, and just like the history part about it. Just how things were made, how they worked. Weather was one of the things he got interested. He was in a lot of science stuff, so like weather was a big thing for him. He was into sharks for a while. We live about an hour and a half from the beach, and we'd go to the beach, and he just loved tide pooling. He could catch any animal. He caught lizards, snakes, frogs, big with that. Everywhere we went, he'd find, something to something passionate about. What else? He got interested in boxing in the last few months, and it wasn't just like the sport of it, but it was the history of it. So he would name off statistics and famous boxers and famous fights and follow that kind of stuff. That was really cool. A couple weeks before everything happened, we went to this place in Oregon called the John Day Fossil Beds, which is like 4 or 5 hours from our house, I guess. And it was really cute because it was a trip he was supposed to take with his grandma, and she broke her foot, so she couldn't drive. She has an RV, and they were going to go in the RV. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I can take you. I guess we'll just drive out there and rent Airbnb. And he wanted my brother to come because my brother's really into that kind of science and stuff too. And at the last minute, he invited his little brother, his 7-year-old brother. And he goes, Noah really likes this kind of stuff too. Do you want to come with us, Noah? And we thought it was really sweet at the time because it's like he could have had this time of just like mom and his uncle to himself. But instead, he like wanted to be nice and wanted to include his brother because he knew he would enjoy it too. So we ended up taking his little brother with us, and we just had the best time. Luke really wanted to find a scorpion, and he did. He found a few scorpions, which was scary to me and Noah, but his enthusiasm was so great that we found ourselves turning over rocks and looking for them too. Like we didn't want to catch them, but we wanted to be like, hey, Luke, look, we found one too, And we went and looked for thunder eggs, and he went and looked for lizards. We found some cool lizards and stuff. We were looking for rattlesnakes, didn't find any, thankfully, but that probably would have been like the highlight of his trip if we would have found one. Yeah, we just had a really great time, and I'm so glad we had that because that was like everything he liked to do, and it just showed his spirit and his interest and his passion, and it was great memories.
He sounds like he just has like the biggest heart.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just such an animal lover, such a, it just feels for everybody.